Hi everyone, Adrian here and welcome to Wild Bush and Grit. Today I think I'm continuing actually a series that, this is the second video with the same idea, but it's what do we do with unpopular cuts. Here I have a neck from a young spike. Most of us are doing our best to not waste anything from the animals we harvest, but how are we maximizing them, right? It's like we shouldn't just like cook them for the sake of cooking them and eating them, but we should also fully enjoy them. And so we all know what to do with backstrap, tenderloin, but what about the less popular cuts? I already covered the shanks, and in this video I'm gonna cover the neck. So in a nutshell, the neck is a wonderful piece. Yes, it has a lot of work, it's often it's actually left in the field because of that. But once you've removed the trachea, remove all the nerves on the outside, it's a delicious piece of meat. If you want to try to debone it, you can, to send it to your sausage pile, but it's a lot of work. Me, I have a super simple, fast solution. And seriously, I want to put emphasis here on the easiness of that recipe. And actually, you're saying a bunch of things on the table here, but I'm complexifying a little bit that recipe here. But essentially, the only thing you need is a neck, onions, and beer. That's it. I'm adding some fresh herbs, carrots, and for the first time actually, I have a hunch that using some apricots is going to be a really nice addition. So first thing we're going to do, in terms of other ingredient that I didn't speak of, so you will need, of course, some fat. Now I have a pro tip here for you. I do have render fat, beef render fat that I'm going to use. And my tip here is, if you are to cook for people that are shy to game meat, giving them some flavor that they are already, that they already like or acquainted with is gonna help their transition from eating beef to venison. So here's my example. I'm gonna use venison here, obviously in that recipe, but I'm gonna cook with beef fat. And that's give them like ground for comparison where they're already acquainted with the taste of beef fat and they're gonna slowly acquire the taste for venison. So it's like it's a bridge, so to speak. But you can use vegetable oils, whatever. The oil here is just to fry, to start the onions and to sear the meat. Okay, now the first thing we wanna do is those onions. We want to burn the interior of them in the pan. All right, let me heat up the stove. And for all the cooking, to keep it simple, I really suggest you to use a pot that actually is oven ready. Okay, so you can start your cooking in that pot, and then once you're ready, we will transition the pot to the oven. This is obviously warm. I'm gonna put the onions there, and we literally want to, caramelize the base of it, like almost burn the base of them. It's gonna take a couple of minutes. So actually, about the beer that we're using, I'm using a blonde Belgian beer. I like to use beer that has lots of taste because I want, beer to impart flavor also into that dishes. Please do not use any light beer or non-alcoholic beer because you do need the sugar. You need the alcohol in that dish to work. Okay, IPA great, NEPA great. You can even try brown ale. But make sure that you use beer that has strong flavor. While the onions are cooking, I'm gonna prepare my carrots. All right. So we're gonna save this for later. It starts flaming. So we're starting to get some colors from the onions. So this is good. All right, so I think we're good here. Color-wise, yeah, this one open, but let me show you. You roughly want something like this. Alternatively, you can also send them to your barbecue. Okay, it's gonna give some nice grilled flavor to your dish. All right. So next, in the same fat, we're gonna dump in the neck. Okay, I think we're good. You can lower the heat to medium. And here, all we need to do now is just to add our onions back into the pot, dump in the carrots, the apricots, and now I'm gonna add the bay leaves and a good chunk of rosemary. Beautiful. Now we're gonna add the beer, and we want to cover everything. One more beer. So it's better to have more than not enough. I'm going to bring all this up to a boil, and then I'll send it to the oven. All right, so everything is boiling, and you see the beer doing its thing. Pretty cool. It smells fantastic. Now what I'll do is I'll just cover it and send it to the oven. Temperature is about 300 between 350, and I'm going to leave it there for about 2.5 hours up to 3 hours depending on the liquid level. So stay tuned, folks, we'll be right back. So it's been about almost 3 hours, and this is how it looks. Fantastic, of course. Okay. So it is well braised. I actually added salt halfway. I forgot to add the salt at the beginning, so I added halfway during the oven time, but that's not a problem. From now, you should be able to shred the meat easily. And seriously, folks, look at that. Oh my god. On camera, you can focus, you can do it. Look at that. Beautiful. It's tender, it's moist, it's juicy, packs a punch of flavor. What I would recommend you to do from here is you shred it, and you can eat it on top of potatoes. You can add this to your burrito, tacos, whatever. Own it. It's yours. For the actual sauce, you can actually strain everything. You can send that to the stovetop, reduce it, you can thicken it out. It has tons of flavor, that beer's made it work. All the sugar has caramelized. It smells fantastic. And that's it, folks. This is how you can turn what on the outskirts looks like a boring cut of meat, the neck, and turn this into an enjoyable cut. So voila. That's it, folks. Hope you enjoyed this one. If you're not a subscriber yet, please join me. This is what I do. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye, folks. See ya. Clap sync. All right. Hi, everyone. Audrey here. Shh, stop. Welcome to Wild Bush and Grit. Hi, everyone. Audrey here. Mo, stop. Stop. Hi, everyone. Audrey here, and welcome to Wild Bush and Grit. Come. Place. Down. 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 But all right. So without further ado, let's start. So we have like, oh my god. Hey, stop! Stop! Every time I clap my hands, that dog is like, he has hearing problems. But anyway. So let's start. There you go. Well, all right.